Welcome back to Nerd Up with J&J. James Sharmack here with another McFarlane Toys review for you. So we are looking at their Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman figure. It came out a couple years ago. It's obviously one of those ones that have been in collecting dust. So I finally opened it up. We're going to take a look at it. Take a look at the review. And we'll compare them to the Mattel version of the figure that I have and the Mattel version of the movie figure from Batman v Superman. Should be fun. Let's take a look. So we've been down this road before. This is your standard McFarlane box window display figure just standing there. Armored Batman on the side there. On the back you have a photo of the figure and other figures that have been featured in the wave. Since it's not the actual Dark Knight Returns wave itself, it's just a regular wave. Different figures from different waves, from different comics, whatever. The stuff on the side, back to the front, same old stuff. 22 points of articulation on the top, and McFarlane Toys. Anyways, let's take them out of the box and have a closer look at them. So today we're looking at the standard version figure. There's a gold label that's a bit lighter, more blue on it, but this is what I have because I think the black is a little better. Anyways, as with the usual McFarlane, translation from comics, it's not exactly comic accurate. They just, tweak it a little bit to make it look kind of cool or whatever. So the armor, looks worn, looks like it's battle damage and whatnot. Pretty cool, detail and whatnot. It's got, nice big shoulder pads, protected from Superman, whatever. He's all armored up, of course, all over the place. Boots, East treads. I've never really liked them, but they are effective in the comics, so it is what it is. Cape itself, kind of has a fabric feel. It's not fabric, it's that material they use, but they detail give it that feel and that look to it. The helmet looks kind of like a hybrid between the comic but more towards the movie, which we'll talk about later on. But anyways, pretty cool. He's a little less bulky than the comic, but we'll talk about that later when we get that figure out. And he has that back heaviness to him. Anyways, it is what it is. Pretty cool. And the gauntlets, very nice. Not as big and bulky as they are in the comic, but it is what it is. So let's see what it comes with, I guess. So accessory wise, it comes with the usual stuff from McFarlane. Character card, stuff on the back about the character, the display stand, DC display stand, and he comes with two pairs of hands. One is a fist, the other one's a trigger of the gun, and the other two hands look like they're trying to grab something. I would have liked it if they came with the sonic emitter, which he uses in the comic, but whatever, it is what it is, I guess. So let's see how this dude can bend and whatever. So let's test the articulation. Okay, so his head bends back a little bit, bends forward not so much because the collar on him can't really turn all the way around either, so it is what it is. His arm just popped off, but can't really go all that high because the shoulder plate, he has that butterfly hinge that doesn't do too much because the armor's in the way, but the arm goes all the way around. Elbow rotation doesn't look like bicep rotation, but elbow rotates, and one bend at the elbow. Wrist rotation back and forth. Can bend back that far, can bend forward that far. Rotation at the waist. I don't know if there's rotation of the diaphragm, can't really tell because the armor is in the way. But there probably is because it's 22 points, the usual stuff. Leg go apart that far, go forward and back that far. Doesn't look like thigh rotation, but he has hip rotation, double joint at the knee, ankle rotation back and forth, and toe articulation. So the usual stuff that we've seen before. Nothing too fancy, nothing changed, nothing innovative or whatever, but it is what it is, right? And we gotta try to stand him up. So that's gonna be this one's kind of a little bother to stand up. Okay, so we have the three suits inspired more or less by Dark Knight Returns. Technically, it did inspire the movie suit, but this is a Mattel figure as well. This one's more comic accurate, obviously, colors more or less. The Frank Miller inspired helmet and angry look on his face, and a lot of fabric bulk or folds and creases and whatnot. It looks like it just pop out of a comic. This guy comes with a Sonic emitter himself. I don't know where it is, but anyways, then you have the movie one, which, if you've seen the movie, it looks more. He is wearing a Batman suit underneath, but it looks more armored than whatnot. Doesn't have that same bulk as these two, but it's does have where it counts and does protect them in the movie per se. Which one do I like? I like. I'm all for nostalgia, so I like the middle one, of course, because if I didn't think it was broken, so it didn't need fixing, but it is what it is, right? So my common complaint with these figures are always, they're a little back heavy, because they are. I'm not a big fan of it when, obviously, if you can't stand it up, it's kind of a problem for me, but it is what it is, I guess, right? But still an alright figure. Well, looking forward to see what it looks like with the other Dark Knight Returns figures, so we'll see how cool he looks, or whatever. From what I've seen, the actual figures from the wave itself look more comic accurate, but we'll see how it goes. Should you get this? Sure, if you it's a Dark Knight Returns figure, right? You should have it for your collection, so. But of course. So, we're going to look at those other four next, and we're going to build a horse, because that's the build-up figure in it. Looking forward to see how big that horse is and see how Batman fits on it. So, we'll get on that wave. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, if you give it a like, whatever, subscribe, whatever. We got, like I said, the Dark Knight Returns wave coming up. Gonna do that one next. We'll continue on with a few more Marvel Legends figures and see where whatever goes. Anyways, my name is James Sharmack. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Nerd Room with J&J, and as always, keep on collecting and happy hunting.